May and June, we celebrate the hands that hold the home together, offering you 25% off on tiles, lights, fans, ACs, gardening supplies, and more, both in store and online. Thank you, moms and dads, from Builders Hardware.
For Monday, May 11th, 2026, I am Julian Cruz. A state of emergency has been declared following a sharp escalation in violent crimes across Belize City and surrounding communities. On Friday, May 8th, 2026, in a proclamation issued under Section 18 of the Belize Constitution, a state of public emergency was declared in parts of Belize City and the Belize District. The declaration covers extensive sections of the city, including major portions of both the south side and north side, with boundaries defined by key thoroughfares and landmarks such as Freetown Road, Halover Creek, Central American Boulevard, and the George Price Highway. In years past, the police department's state of emergencies would see hundreds of persons detained, but according to the Commissioner of Police, they are changing their approach. This time, only 9 persons have been detained under the SOE.
Well, on Friday, May the 8th, 2026, after a careful security assessment and intelligence on the ground, a request was made for the state of emergency, which was subsequently declared for certain part of Belize City and certain part of rural Belize District. As a result of the state of emergency, a total of 9 individuals were transported a few minutes ago to the Kobe Foundation. I want to highlight that the decision was not made lightly for the state of emergency, but we believe that it was absolutely necessary based on the intelligence that we have gathered and on the ground assessment that had indicated an imminent danger to life and property. Hence the recommendation was made and it was subsequently declared. Recommendation for the state of emergency was made based on the intelligence analysis and our assessment on the ground. And based on that, several areas of concerns were included in the state of emergency. After an assessment was done, 9 individuals were included in the state of emergency where detention was worsened. Our operational plan continued to be in effect. We have made some adjustment to our operation plan or enhance our operational plan on the ground to improve the safety of the residents. But I can assure the law-abiding citizens that they have nothing to worry about in reference to the state of emergency, as the state of emergency is targeted and it's specific to certain individuals and it does not affect the law-abiding citizen in any way.
Under the state of emergency, security forces are granted enhanced authority to stop, search, and arrest individuals without a warrant, as well as detain those suspected of criminal activity for up to 30 days. Deputy Commissioner of Police Bart Jones says that this SOE is more targeted, and while persons will still be picked up and interviewed, they are not expecting large detention numbers.
It is no different or substantially different from the other regulations that had accompanied previous state of emergency. But what we're going to see differently is that based on prior intelligence, persons will be detained and questioned, and if the needs arise where for them to be detained beyond the normal questioning, then they would be detention orders would be issued in respect to them. So it is not a carte blanche, or will not be operated as a carte blanche wholesale detention of persons, but based on based on intelligence, based on interviews, based on current investigations, many of the persons who are currently detained are not only in relation to gang offenses, but are also suspects in some of the recent and earlier this year shooting incidents and murders. So it is more targeted, more focused than we have done it before.
A nighttime curfew is also imposed on minors, requiring those 18 and under to remain indoors between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless accompanied by an adult. The state of emergency also extends to several communities in Belize City, or in the district rather. These include Ladyville Village and nearby residential areas such as Lord's Bank, Vista del Mar, Lake Gardens, Los Lagos, as well as Borel Boom Village and surrounding zones like Fresh Pond and Buttercup Estates. Additional affected villages include Bermudian Landing, Limonal, Isabella Bank, Rancho Dolores, and Doublehead Cabbage. The proclamation is set to remain in effect for up to 1 month unless revoked sooner, with the possibility of a 12-month extension by the National Assembly. State of emergencies are often criticized by social pundits. The last state of emergency enacted in Belize City was 1 year ago in May of 2025. The method is sometimes seen as taking away the rights of Belizeans. Today, the Commissioner of Police, Richard Rosado, responded to those comments, stating that a small subset of the population cannot hold the rest of the country hostage. He says that the declaration of an SOE shows that the government is being proactive when it comes to preserving the lives of Belizeans.
I believe that the state of emergency, or the activation of the state of emergency, is an extraordinary legal tool to combat an extraordinary circumstances, that traditional policing alone cannot neutralize. And I believe that it's an indication of strategic strength, proactive leadership, rather than sitting down and having business as usual. It shows that as a department, we are committed to doing whatever it takes to return normalcy to the streets.
And in addition to being necessary, staff officer Stacey Smith also stated that the SOE will give the department ample time to investigate other matters.
The SOE is also designed to enhance the investigation of matters that are underway. We have noted from past SOEs that we have had success in investigation and persons being arrested as a consequence of evidence gathered through the investigative process that is unhindered or is not hindered during the SOE. We anticipate and we are hopeful that that is the same in this occurrence, because there are matters that we are investigating, and those persons who have been detained pursuant to the SOE will be interviewed, and we are hopeful that the investigation that will derive from that would assist us in bringing some of those significant cases to a conclusion in terms of an arrest.
The state of emergency is expected to last for 1 month in the first instance. A 22-year-old man from Trial Farm Village is now dead following a Sunday evening shooting in the Orange Walk district. The deceased has since been identified as Roberto Wicab. According to police reports, Wicab's life was cut short while he was fixing a tire in an open lot when a male person approached him and fired shots in his direction, causing fatal injuries. A 23-year-old bystander identified as Adrian Chuk, who was reportedly walking nearby at the time, was also struck during the shooting. Both men were transported to the Northern Regional Hospital following that shooting. Wicab was pronounced dead whilst undergoing treatment. Meanwhile, Chuck was treated for gunshot wounds to his hand and abdomen and was later discharged. Police are seeking 2 male persons in connection with this case.
Police are seeking 2 male persons in connection with a shooting incident that resulted in the murder of 22-year-old Roberto Wicab and the injury of Adrian Chuk. These detentions stem from police investigation which commenced at approximately 7:38 p.m. on Monday, May 10th, when police in Trial Farm were alerted to the sounds of shots being fired in the vicinity of a basketball court on the northern side of that village. The officers responded and they were advised that Wicab and Chook were ferried to the hospital for medical attention. What the investigation has so far revealed is that Wicab and a companion were fixing a vehicle in that location when they were accosted by a male person who fired several shots, and Mr. Chook was passing at that time and he too was injured.
Police are also investigating the shooting death of 29-year-old Jose Marvin Alvarado Ramos, a Salvadoran national of Pomona Village. On Sunday, May 10, just before 10 p.m., Ramos was reportedly sitting under a mango tree in Pomona Village when he was attacked. Police say that while Ramos was sitting under the tree, a lone gunman ran up from across the street and opened fire in his direction, fatally wounding him.
Police are investigating the murder of 29-year-old Jose Marvin Alvarado Ramos, which occurred on Sunday, 10th May 2026, just before 10 o'clock p.m. in Pomona Village, Stan Creek District. What we have learned so far in the course of this investigation is that Ramos had left from inside his room and went near a mango tree, and it is alleged that a male person came from out of an orange orchard that was located across the street and fired several shots in his direction, fatally wounding him before retreating back into the orange orchard. No motive has been established in this ongoing investigation.
Police have detained one person as investigations continue into the death of 56-year-old Mary Longsworth of Belize City. According to police, officers responded to the Carl Houston Memorial Hospital shortly before 1 a.m. on Monday, May 11th, after receiving reports of a stabbing incident. Upon arrival, they observed Longsworth receiving treatment for multiple stab wounds to the body. Police say that around 12:30 a.m., the victim was seen running along Mopan Street before collapsing at the corner of Mopan and Ebony Streets.
Police have detained one male person in connection with an investigation into the fatal stabbing of 56-year-old Mark Longsworth of Belize City. Officers who were on patrol on Ebony Street around 12:30 a.m. on 11th May reported that they observed an injured Mr. Longsworth at the corner of Ebony and Mopan Street. Mr. Longsworth was ferried to the hospital for medical attention. However, he succumbed to the injuries that he sustained. No motive has been established in this incident. However, as I stated, one male person has been detained, and the Crime Fusion Center has supplied some video footage that are being reviewed to see how they can assist with the investigation.
Police have detained 43-year-old Elmer Ramirez, a Guatemalan construction worker of Ladyville, after he reportedly stabbed his nephew multiple times. On Sunday, May 10th, shortly before 1 p.m., police responded to a stabbing at a construction site in Ladyville. According to 35-year-old Nelson Rene Rosa Ramirez, he and his uncle were socializing when they got into a heated argument. Nelson Ramirez was taken to the KHMH, where he was admitted in a critical but stable condition. A 16-year-old boy was arraigned before the Belize family court on Monday morning in connection with the murder of 28-year-old Salma Raquel Oriana Funes, who was fatally shot inside a nightclub last Thursday, May 7th. The minor, a resident of Lord's Bank, appeared alongside his mother before a magistrate, where he was formally charged with murder. Following the arraignment, he was remanded to the Wagner's Youth Facility located on the Belize Central Prison compound. Oriana Funes, a mother of 3 from the Ladyville area, was gunned down during that confrontation, which police continue to investigate.
In relation to the murder of Salma Raquel Funes and the attempted murder of Shayanta Williams and Cordova Neal, which occurred on Thursday, 7th May 2026, police have formally arrested and charged a 16-year-old Belizean caretaker of the Belize district for the crime of murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. What I will say is that the information so far is not as definitive for me to say that there was mutual acknowledgement of relationship between the 2 parties. However, that is an aspect that is being reviewed. I believe what I was advised was that a damaged cell phone was recovered. And on the last occasion, I also shared that the firearm was recovered, and we have since been able to establish that the firearm is the property of a licensed gun holder and actually an individual who the child's father worked for, and it is believed that he gained access to that firearm by entering the room and somehow accessing the safe to enable him to remove the firearm. So additional charges in relation to the firearm offense are expected to also be brought against him.
The accused is expected to turn 17 in December and is scheduled to return to court on June 30, 2026. We'll take our first break, and when we return, we'll tell you about some of the ongoing works happening throughout the capital city of Belmopan.
In May, make Benny's your one-stop shop for appliances. We have Sankey refrigerators, stoves, microwaves, washers and dryers, freezers, smart TVs, and so much more for up to 19% off. Get amazing deals for mom and appliances all May long, and don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase to be a part of our Homecation raffle to win $10,000 in December. Benny's, quality and savings.
Look here, your kitchen light there and you been in the kitchen. But I'm going back in there right now. And the coffee maker?
Just to try keep me the coffee warm for later.
Where do you know?
I'll try to think more to eat.
You know the more you open and close the fridge, it takes longer for the food cool. For a hot day like today, it burns more energy. You charge your phone right now?
No.
Plug it out then. You really only wash 2 Lee socks and 1 Lee shirt? You don't know what small load burn the same amount of electricity as large load?
But this is my favorite shirt.
You have to be more energy efficient. Use large loads. This AC they blow hard. You know, if you keep the temperature at 25 degrees Celsius or higher, you burn less energy and you also keep the place cool. And for a nice day like today, turn off the AC, open up the house, and make some fresh breeze come in.
You know what? I think I get it now. As consumers, we need to be more energy efficient and practice energy conservation.
It's a global shortage of nursing. We have active recruitment of our nursing staff to other developed countries. We are not able to compete with those countries. However, we did formulate this package that would act as an incentive. I would also like to highlight the other part of the retention package or the retention strategy of the ministry. We have increased the number of scholarships for entry nurses. We have also now provide 100% scholarships to nurses who want to specialize at the master's degree level, and these nurses do not have to pay anything towards the training course. In partnership with the Nurses Association and the Ministry of Natural Resources, there is also a land distribution program for nurses. So all of these things would be a comprehensive package that we are now offering as a strategy to help retain our nurses here in Belize.
The retention package is a good idea. It's a start. I would hope for some improvements, but so far it's been going well.
It's a start, for which I'm very grateful.
I've had many opportunities and many offers to go abroad, but I choose to stay here because I like serving my people.
Staying here in Belize is something that I want to do. Like, I can't see myself retiring outside of Belize.
I think the best person to care for our people are very own. One of the most rewarding moments for a nurse is after they have done everything that they could do to make that patient better, and the patient gets well and is able to go back to their family.
Some of them are scared to even come to the clinic. Some of them are scared to go to the hospital. And if I can just relieve some of that stress from them, then I know I did good.
If all of us decide to leave, then who is here to attend to our people? And that is always my mindset.
As one of the largest cable and internet providers in Belize, CBC strives to provide our customers with the highest standards of quality, value, and service in all aspects of cable TV and internet. Monitoring our systems closely, our technicians combine creative planning and state-of-the-art technology with years of experience and training to develop and provide the most reliable and advanced cable and internet service to exceed your expectations. For CBC and our team of talented engineers, technicians, and customer service representatives, delivering less than the very best is never an option.
Some hands do more than carry. They prepare, they fix, they comfort. They keep a home moving in ways few people notice. And even when the day is done, they are still thinking of home. For the months of May and June, we celebrate the hands that hold the home together, offering you 25% off on tiles, lights, fans, ACs, gardening supplies, and more, both in-store and online. Thank you, moms and dads, from Builders Hardware.
Former Minister of Home Affairs Karim Musa, the Commissioner of Police Richard Rosado, and 3 others have been removed as defendants in the Joseph Budna's case against the government of Belize. In September of last year, Budna was taken from in front of the Orange Walk police station. 2 days later, Budna was in custody by Guatemalan law enforcement. Following his abduction, Budna took the government to court, stating that they played a role in his abduction and subsequent handing over to Guatemalan officials. The then Minister of Home Affairs, Karim Musa, and the Commissioner of Police, Richard Rosado, were both named as defendants in the case. But this morning in the High Court, Justice Martha Alexander ruled that the Attorney General of Belize should be the only defendant. After Justice Alexander's ruling, we caught up with former Minister of Home Affairs, Karim Musa.
Say that it was a very comprehensive, sound decision by the learned justice this morning. As you heard, and on multiple other grounds that were considered, the proper party to whenever you're taking an action against the government of Belize would be the Attorney General. As you know, in this particular instance, whether it is just through fantasy, invention, or what have you, there was an attempt to sensationalize by not just including me in my office position as Minister of Home Affairs, but also by naming me, which is something that was roundly rejected this morning. That's not the proper way to do it. And so the case against the Attorney General and I believe some of the other officers will continue, but I believe it was myself, the Commissioner, and 3 other parties that were struck out this morning.
Following Musa's removal as a defendant in Budna's case against the government, we asked whether he believes today's decision clears his name. Here is what he had to say.
I have zero motivation against Joseph Budna. I would have no sort of motive in order to even be a part of something like this. And so whether it clears my name or not, I know at the end of the day, I have zero involvement in it. And so I would say yes.
The case has been adjourned until June 10th, 2026. Joseph Ryan Budna was taken from in front of the Orange Walk police station in September of 2025. Budna was driven through Belize and was handed over to Guatemalan authorities near the Melchor border. Leaked surveillance footage of the abduction allegedly show police officers playing a role in Budna's abduction. But despite all the evidence, there have been no arrests. The situation took place when Karim Musa was still the Minister of Home Affairs. Today, Musa was asked for his thoughts on why no one has been arrested yet, despite the crime being captured on camera.
2 wrongs do not make a right. We're dealing here with a convicted pedophile, convicted of many other crimes. He is justly serving his sentence in Guatemala, but the manner in which he was taken was indeed criminal. That is a matter that's still pending. As you know, it went to the DPP for her first review. From what I gather, as you know, I'm no longer the Minister of Home Affairs, but the file was sent back to the police department for further information, further investigation. And so that's a normal course that these matters take. And so we'll have to see where it goes from there.
It is inexplicable that no one has been charged for a publicly viewed crime. And what is your view of this?
It is definitely something that is concerning. Like I said, it is clear that a crime was committed. I don't know if you can necessarily pinpoint based on that video evidence that I saw Jules Vasquez aired. I'm sure the DPP has the version from the police department, but whether it is that you can clearly identify individuals, that is left for a court of law. And I'm sure that one day, whether it's in this constitutional motion that is going to be brought against the Attorney General's ministry and other individuals, that will come out there. So you will have a determination here in a civil court and hopefully one day in the criminal courts as well, if the matter goes back to the DPP and it's further investigated.
Over the past few weeks, residents of the capital have been highlighting the lack of garbage compactors in their neighborhoods. 3 of the city council's compactors are currently not working, leading to garbage being built up in the capital's streets. Belmopan's Mayor Pablo Kawich says that the council is doing what it can to alleviate the situation and ask residents for some patience.
There have been some delays with garbage collection. We presently have 3 garbage compactors down. 2 of them are having computer issues, and 1 of them is having transmission issues. As you might be aware, these garbage compactors were very new models, and due to the technologies and the parts used, they're very, very difficult to source. So right now we're trying to find someone that would be able to work on the computers for us.
So in the meantime?
In the meantime, what we're doing is we are presently utilizing some dump trucks. Dump trucks obviously complicate the pickup process. Yeah. And as of this week, we engaged some private residents that have a pickup and a trailer and are willing to assist the city. So we have at least, I think, 2 private residents that will be helping out the city with the cleanup initiative, because obviously the waste will not stop being produced, so we have to ensure that we are cleaning it up.
The mayor says that the garbage situation should be resolved in the coming weeks. Rose Garden, Star Apple, and Flowers streets in the capital city have been undergoing extensive road works. The work started last week Friday on the 8th of May and will continue for the remainder of the week. The streets were riddled with potholes and would be a constant source of complaints by the residents of those areas. The mayor spoke about the ongoing work by the city council.
Well, as you're aware, we don't have a paving system. So when it comes to road works, the only road works we are allowed to do is patching. And one of the approaches we've started doing with some of those streets is, if there's a portion of the street which was unpaved or it's too dilapidated, we rip off the pavement and fix it up with hardcore. We also try to ensure that we're rectifying any drainage issues on the streets, because we do have a lot of streets that were built without drainage systems.
A U.S. optometry team hosts annual free eye clinic in Belmopan. We'll have more on that right after this break. Stay with us.
Some hands do more than carry. They prepare, they fix, they comfort. They keep a home moving in ways few people notice. And even when the day is done, they are still thinking of home. For the months of May and June, we celebrate the hands that hold the home together, offering you 25% off on tiles, lights, fans, ACs, gardening supplies, and more, both in-store and online. Thank you, moms and dads, from Builders Hardware.
Every connection we make is more than just a signal. It's a student unlocking a future through digital education. A young mind daring to dream bigger. Our culture shared with the world in real time. And everyday heroes answering the call of civic duty. When we connect with Digi, we empower beliefs.
She's the queen of keeping it all together. The master multitasker.
Babe, can you iron my clothes?
Yes, right now.
This Mother's Day, give her the gift she really wants. A moment to herself. With next-gen stream bundles, mom can instantly dive into her favorite movies. Binge that show everyone is talking about. Or just unwind. Give her the gift of uninterrupted relaxation. Give your mom the gift she really wants with NextGen.
Cyber Realty and Development is the leader in providing solutions to the current land crisis in Belize. For homeowners and investors alike, Cyber Realty is offering special deals on half-acre parcels in its new Emery Village development. Enjoy prime land off mile 37 on the George Price Highway at an unbeatable price. All you need is the initial down payment of $275 Belize dollars. Take advantage and reserve your half-acre home sites today. Emery Village. Join the community. Invest in your future.
Every day, we access energy for cooling, lighting, and powering our electrical appliances and devices at work and at home. During cooler months, we rely less on cooling appliances such as fans and air conditioners. However, during warmer months, as the temperature and humidity rises, we use more energy to cool our spaces, and our appliances and electrical devices work harder than they do during the rest of the year. When the months become hotter, let's all practice energy conservation. Here are a few changes that you can make to manage your energy use. Check that all appliances and electrical devices are working efficiently. Turn lights off when not in the room. Unplug chargers, appliances when not in use. Turn off fans and TVs. Use energy-saving light bulbs such as LEDs. And look for the Energy Star products when purchasing appliances and electrical devices. These easy changes can reduce energy use and costs. You can also monitor your energy use during the month by reading your meter and calculating the reading using BEL's bill calculator on our mobile app or by visiting our website. Let's all save energy.
Here's how to be a part of Benny's Homecation in 3 easy steps. First, download the B-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy. Then, shop at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Remember to choose products from our monthly Homecation jackpot categories to earn entries. Now you can earn B-Bucks with purchases made and be a part of the Benny's Homecation jackpot for a chance to win the $10,000 grand prize in December. Win the ultimate Homecation with Benny's, quality and savings.
Members of the Student Volunteers Optometric Services to Humanity at the Southern College of Optometry are currently visiting Belize, where they are hosting their annual free eye clinic in partnership with the Belmopan Lions Club. The clinic officially began on Sunday, May 10th and will continue through May 13th. Today marked day 2 of the clinic outreach, with organizers reporting that more than 200 patients were seen. The initiative brings together patients from different communities for vision screening, eye examinations, prescription assessments, and checks for underlying eye health issues. Vice President of the Belmopan Lions Club, Moises Cal, spoke about the club's continued commitment to championing eye health throughout the country.
Well, eyesight is one of our pillars from the beginning, and basically worldwide, our aim is to provide good vision to everyone. This is one of our major projects. We obviously do quite a bit of other projects as well, from environment, diabetes, hypertension, and so on that we do. Childhood cancer is one of our also one of our pillars as well. This is an annual clinic that we do usually at around this time, around May. It coincided yesterday with Mother's Day, but it will go on today, on Tuesday, and Wednesday. So Wednesday, the time is from 8:30 to 4:30 in the afternoon, and basically it's a free eye clinic. We do ask for a voluntary contribution. Obviously, children, we don't ask for any contribution at all, or the elderly and the disabled. No? But whoever wants to contribute something, then we ask them to do so to help assist us in meeting the budgetary needs of the mission. Yeah. Well, eye care is not a very inexpensive. You know, it costs a lot to be able to obtain, to visit, first of all, to visit the doctor for consultation, and also to be able to acquire maybe the frames and the glasses and so on. And in many cases, it is beyond the budget or the resources of a lot of people, especially in the rural areas. No? So this provides them with a good opportunity for them to do so. And we have seen excellent results. We have seen people who come out very smiling, that they're able to see now the world around them, especially children. When they have problems in school, to be able to, they don't pay attention because they cannot see the blackboard. And then with this program here, we have seen many kids who are come out with eyeglasses and they're smiling and they say, "Mom, I could see," you know.
We also caught up with team members who told us more about the importance of the mission trip and walk us through some of the services being offered during the clinic.
We are providing comprehensive eye exams to the people of Belize, anyone who shows up. We'd be happy to do their eye exam. So that starts with checking the vision, seeing how well everyone is seeing, dilating the pupils, checking the eye pressures to screen for glaucoma, providing retinoscopy and refraction. So we check everyone that comes in for eyeglasses, and everyone who seeks our services is going to get a pair of eyeglasses of some form or fashion, and sometimes multiple pairs to take with them. So on Sunday, our first full day of clinic, we saw around 180 patients. Today, we're right around 200 so far, and we're still working through eye exams this afternoon. Our goal, we would love to see as many patients as possible. So if you're watching this and you're in Belmopan, as far as Belize City, anywhere where you can drive here, we'd be happy to see you. And also would like to emphasize again, if you have any babies down to 6 months, we would also be very happy to see all of the kids you want to bring our way, because early detection is so important for conditions like lazy eye and any eye diseases that we might be able to screen for.
We welcome people of all ages. We're happy to see children and help with their needs that they might have vision challenges for school. We've also had the privilege of detecting some diseases that might have gone undetected. Historically, we've helped a child who had an eye tumor that was life-threatening, and we're able to help him through the Lions Club get referral to further care. We've also helped children who had traumatic injuries get forward and achieve a good outcome from the services we were able to detect and refer to for care here in Belize. So we have a team of 17, and we have experienced doctors, seasoned students, and new students learning about retinal problems, refractive problems, and how to deliver the best prescription possible to help with the needs of our patients. And our partnership with the Lions Club allows us to have community outreach for people of all ages and all income levels. So we're very thankful for the opportunity to be here.
The Belmopan City Council and the Center for Employment Training, CAIOSET, have partnered to strengthen community economic development through skills training and entrepreneurship initiatives in the capital. For several years, the Embassy of Venezuela has supported technical exchange programs with CAIOSET, helping to create training opportunities that benefit communities across Belize. The initiative seeks to promote cooperation, knowledge sharing, and sustainable economic growth. Mayor Pablo Kawich said the collaboration supported by the Embassy of Venezuela aims to provide residents and entrepreneurs in Belmopan with opportunities for professional development and upskilling.
The way the partnership works or is working is we are splitting up the investment to bring the lecturers through the Venezuelan embassy, specifically in 4 areas: motorcycle repair, barbering, hairdressing, and sewing. If you recall, we had executed a 6-week sewing training last year, which covered 3 topics: introduction, sporting apparel, and uniforms. So the training for the sewing is supposed to follow the same type of approach, and then we have the other 3 trainings which we will also be offering to the Belmopan residents.
And that brings us to the end of our newscast for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning into Plus News. And be sure to join us right back here again tomorrow evening when we bring you all the latest happenings from around the country. Until then, do have yourselves a very restful and peaceful evening. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. Blessings.